Hello, Ms. Bellows. My name is David, and I'm here to help you out with questions that you might have. I understand one of the questions you have is you want to know what the term engorgement is and how it differs from mastitis. So to start off, engorgement deals with the engorgement of both breasts due to the accumulation of breast milk. This might happen for a few reasons, such as you're either not relieving the accumulation fast enough, so the breast milk is accumulating faster than it's being let out, or you're not relieving it by letting out enough of it at a time. So to deal with this, you would just want to either breastfeed more often, and if not breastfeed more often, just pump it and store it, or pump it and dump it. As long as you get them out, you get the milk out, it'll help relieve it. Things to look out for when you have engorgement are your breasts could become tender, they could become firm, they could become red, shiny. You can even have your nipples become flat. If this is the case, it's normal, it's expected. However, you do want to treat the engorgement as fast as possible just to prevent an issue when developing mastitis. I say this because if you, for example, since your nipples might become hard or firm, they could crack. And when they crack, it leaves a space open for bacteria to possibly get in, which could lead to an actual bacterial infection, which is mastitis. So the difference between mastitis and engorgement that makes it very clear is mastitis happens on one side, which is the affected side, whereas engorgement will happen on both sides. With mastitis, you'll have similar symptoms along with flu-like symptoms, so fevers and chills and such. To treat mastitis, you would have to treat it like a bacterial infection because that's what you're treating. So you would have to get antibiotics, increase your fluid intake, and just rest and let your body, fight off the infection the best that it can. So along with that, both are treatable as long as we continue to get the breast milk out. That's the important part. With mastitis, although it's an infection, you can still breastfeed if you like, and if not, you can just pump and dump, whichever you prefer. As long as you get the breast milk out, that would be beneficial to you. So the second part of this, you wanted to know, you needed help on the different breastfeeding positions. So to do that, I went ahead and grabbed this pillow. It's a little bit bigger than a newborn, but it'll serve the purpose. So just imagine that this is the head of the baby and these are the feet. So the first hold is what I call the football hold, which basically you're gonna go ahead and put the baby on their side facing you up against your chest. You will use your dominant arm, or whichever arm you prefer. I prefer my right. So you use your dominant arm to come around the abdomen with the baby's legs draping behind you, and you would bring it up to the chest and allow the baby to latch. That's one position. The second position will be kind of similar in the sense that you will still be supporting the baby's abdomen with one arm, or both, whichever you prefer. But this time, instead of feeding on the holding side, you'll be feeding on the opposite side. So it's called a cradle position, where you bring them across with the baby's legs still draping. You'll reach down to hold the baby's abdomen, and you put its head up to your chest and feed that way. The third position would be the lying position, the side lying position. I recommend this position for older babies and for mothers who are more experienced with feeding, just because it could be kind of difficult, but it will require you to lay on your side, like on a bed or a sofa, and with your baby facing you on the same side, latching onto the same side. But I hope this helps, and I hope I answered your questions, and if not, feel free to ask me a few more. Thank you.